Alrighty guys, what's up? We got week 2 here in the Next Gen Draft League. We're taking on the Miami Mews, and his team is absolutely absurd. I don't even know how this shit happened, but yeah, he's got an absolutely loaded team. I brought some different stuff this week. I think I definitely don't want to lead. I definitely don't want to lead my Pelipper. So he's got one form of hazard removal, and that's Great Tusk. We didn't bring any hazard removal this week, so we're going to have to deal with rocks, but it looks like that's the only hazards he's got. So I think we could either see the Grimmsnarl or the Torkoal lead. I like the idea of leading with our Landorus. So with Lando this week, we brought a special scarf set. I thought it fit well with the rain. He's got the sun. I didn't initially want to bring the rain for my week 2 game, but I feel like having that type of weather control is really important in a match like this. Good luck. Alright, time to get the 3 games in. Everybody knows. Gotta lock in. Alright, so there's the Grimmsnarl lead. So here's where I think we could potentially have some crazy fun. He's gonna get up. I think he's gonna want to get up Reflect. But he's not gonna know that I'm special. Doesn't have a great switch in for a Sludge Wave. Let's click it. Oh my god, the taunt! The taunt! Oh no! Yeah, I'll attack you, little bro. I'm cool with attacking you. That's some big chip on the Grimmsnarl. If we can get this out of the way early, that would be absolutely huge. Like I said, I mean, he doesn't have a great switch in to my Landorus. He doesn't know that I'm Scarf, so he definitely does not want to bring the Bolt in. And Landorus is just very good overall into his team. Alright, so do we see the Torkoal, and does he want to get up the sun? If we see the Torkoal, that would actually be pretty solid. We can get some good chip on it. Okay, there's a Great Tusk. Unless this thing's Assault Vest, it's going to take a pretty good chunk. Is that AV? He's clicking Ice Spinner here at 150%, so we just go into our Pelipper. That's a good knock. Alright. Alright, so I think our play here, I think we U-turn. I think he definitely does not want to stay in front of this. That really wouldn't make a lot of sense for him. Because this is his only hazard removal. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we're going to get some momentum here. Alright, there comes the Raging Bolt. Alright. Okay, so from here, we have a couple of different options. We could go into Kingdra and just let off a big Draco, or we could go into our Lando and just start firing off some Sandseers, which I think is the better play, because he does still have Grimmsnarl, so he does still have that Dragon immunity. Okay, so he genuinely does not have a switch in for Sandseer. Unless he switches in Torkoal and gets the Sun up and we somehow miss. That would probably be his best play. This honestly could force him to pop Terra, and he could be Terra Ice. Okay, so we get the switch here. Alright, so there comes the Tusk. If we could get a burn here, that would be massive. Alright, that's some big, big damage. We're Scarf. He's not Scarf, so I think we just click Sands here and get a knockout here. I mean, whatever comes in realistically is taking big damage. I think his play right here, honestly, at this point, I mean, he'd probably stack Tusk and bring out... Oh, no. He wants to take some more chippies? There's a Grimmsnarl. I mean, this thing's going to take a good amount. I think we might be able to... I don't know. There's a burn. That's big. So we just click Sands here, dude. We just click Sands here. He really doesn't have a great answer for it. He could Parting Shot, but I mean, even then at -1, we're still doing a decent chunk to whatever wants to come in. I think right here he'd probably, I mean, you can Parting Shot and get up out, or you can just stack it and get up a screen. But if we can get rid of this and only walk away with like one light screen or one reflect, that would be incredible. Cause I brought Brick Break on Ogre Pawn. Okay, so there's a Parting Shot. So what does he bring into this? Does he bring in the Darkrai? I think his only real switch-in is the Darkrai. Or he could bring in Torkoal. I don't think he brings in Torkoal though. Okay, so there's the Great Tusk. He's gonna let the Tusk die. Alright, cool. So we got a Lando KO on Great Tusk. That's big. So yeah, I think he's gonna want to get in his Darkrai here. Okay, so there is the Grimmsnarl. We click Sandsear again. Alright, so he gets up a light screen, but Lando should get his second KO. Oh my god, dude. This thing is bulky as hell. Alright, so the burn damage is going to take him out. So Lando with 2 big KOs. So we got rid of his screen setter, and we got rid of his hazard removal. So from here, I think he's probably going to want to go into Darkrai. Okay, so there's Torkoal. So the cool thing about him bringing in Torkoal is that gives us the ability to just bring our Pelipper back in and get our rain back up. He might set up rocks here, or he could hard switch. So he does set up his rocks here. So I think our play here, I think he's probably going to want to preserve this. We can U-turn for momentum. Oh, he is staying in. That is interesting. That is interesting. So I mean, I think we bring Lando back in and just fire. I think we bring Lando back in and just fire off some more Sandsears. Alright, so there's a yawn. So I think he hard switches this turn. We can U-turn out for momentum. Alright, I think we've done a good job so far keeping the momentum up. So there's the Darkrai. This isn't gonna like a U-turn. Yeah, that thing's not gonna like a U-turn. So I think from here I'm pretty free to bring in Kingdra and drop a Draco. He does have Light Screen up. So yeah, I mean, dropping a Draco here is pretty free. It hits his... Yeah, it pretty much hits his whole team. I mean, we're still faster, even if he is Scarf. So yeah, I think we drop a Draco. Alright, cool. So we got rid of Darkrai. Kingdra with a big KO there. This thing's just been dropping Dracos for us this year, man. This thing has such... This is a tough mon to switch into. Yeah, so us keeping up the momentum with the U-turns and stuff like that's doing a really good job at limiting his Sun turns so far. He did get that knockoff onto our Damp Rock, which is kind of annoying to deal with. But nonetheless, I mean, when you're playing Weather Wars like this, somebody's gonna have to have the weather up more than the other person. We are gonna take the chip from the Stealth Rocks. So we're gonna get our rain up. Yeah, so he hard switches. Alright, so we see the Gouging Fire. So I think this thing wants to D-dance, so we can go ahead and U-turn. Okay, so we can go ahead and U-turn. So he's got one D-dance up. I think our play here realistically is going to be Lando. Or we could just drop a Draco. But here's the thing about Draco Meteor is even though it's 90% accurate, you still miss that shit, you know? So from here, I mean, we drop a Draco, but I'm reluctant to do it. Okay, so he's Terra Fairy. Oh, Terra Ground. I think the Draco's still going to do a pretty solid amount to it if we hit. Okay, beautiful. Alright, so there's the Outrage, so we're gonna have him locked in there. That's just so annoying to deal with. That's so fucking annoying to deal with. So we just, I mean, we go into our Scream Tail here. We Dazzling Gleam for the chip. I mean, it's really not going to do much. Or we could get up rocks. Let's Dazzling Gleam for the chip. Alright, so he only gets 2 turns. Confused there. Alright, so I think from here, how many rain turns do we have left? Okay, we only have 1 turn of rain up, so... could go into the Lando, get the Intimidate, and then get a Grass Knot. I think that's going to be the play. Alright, hit yourself in confusion to make up for the Draco miss. No? Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, so if he is Jolly, we do Speed Tie. If he is Jolly, we do Speed Tie. Because he is +1. He's only +1, right? Okay, yeah, he's +1 speed. Okay, so I think we let off a Grass Knot. This thing is a huge threat right now. So if we can live an attack and get off a Grass Knot. Okay, so he goes for the second D-Dance. Do we kill here with Grass Knot? Do we kill here with Grass Knot? Oof. Alright, so... don't kill with Grass Knot. Can we take +1? Alright, so see, this is where the not having a priority user thing is crushing me. Does he go for Outrage? Because I really... Alright, let's click Grass Knot. Alright, there's a Flare Blitz, so he's gonna kill himself. He kills us, but he's gonna kill himself too. Okay, so big threat out of the way. We do still have Terra available. So I think our play here is we go into Cure him. I think he's still got Torkoal, right? Alright, so there's the Raging Bolt. So we gotta speed this. I think we just click Icicle Spear. I was definitely expecting the Torkoal play there and we would have been able to get up a sub. Alright, so here's the Torkoal. Alright, so here's what we can do here. We can go ahead and get up a sub as he tries to yawn us, probably, or he could go hard into Raging Bolt. Yeah, not having Lando for that electric immunity is pretty tough here late game with Thunderclap. Can our sub take one? Okay, our sub cannot take one. Alright, let's just go ahead and do this. Get rid of this. So we'll go into Nimbus and we'll roost. We'll go into Nimbus and we'll roost. Alright, so let's think about this for a second. So I think he's gonna want to go out into his Raging Bolt. Let's go ahead and roost here so we can preserve our Pelipper. Alright, so it's a big roost. Do we see electric move? We do have... So what's our play? Let's think about it. So we can go ahead, I think, and pop Terra here. I think we can pop Terra Ground and U-turn out. Is that our play? Yeah, let's pop Terra Ground, U-turn out. So I think he's gonna have clicked electric move here. Maybe quick Dragon Pulse, that's big brain. Yeah, so you're not gonna get the Volt Switch off. That's big for us. So I think we go Cure him here. I think we just click Scale Shot. I think we're just clicking Scale Shot. Or we could sub Scale Shot. Let's sub predicting Thunderclap. Oh, okay, no. Alright, so we're gonna get up our sub here. Okay, and what do we do from here? We could D-Dance. We could D-Dance into a Scale Shot. Let's D-Dance. So he's definitely got the Thunderclap in the back on his Raging Bolt. Alright, so... Alright, so can we kill this thing with Scale Shot? Let's find out. That does not look like it's gonna kill it. Yeah, so that's not gonna kill it. So Kyurem's gonna go down here. So I mean, we got some stuff in the back, realistically. So I think between Ogerpon and Screamtail, we're gonna be able to beat his Raging Bolt. So what does he do here? Does he go back into the Raging Bolt? I think he goes back into the Raging Bolt, I want to say. Yeah, okay, so he's going to want to preserve his weather. So we're going to go ahead and get off a U-turn here, get some momentum. And we can go ahead and just bring our Screamtail out. Or we could bring out Ogerpon. Let's bring out Ogerpon. So with Ogerpon, he's either going to have to stay in here and take an Ivy Cudgel, and then we'll be able to kill this thing after the chip with Screamtail, or he's got to go Torkoal and Torkoal dies. So is this thing choiced? Alright, how much does Cudgel do? Alright, that does a good chip. Alright, so there's a Draco, that should kill. Yeah, so the Draco's gonna kill us there. So this turn, he's gonna go back out into the Torkoal. Alright, so let's not sell this. Let's not sell this. So... Alright, so at this point, Screamtail is going to be able to 1v1 Raging Bolt. Alright, so let's go into Screamtail. And we'll kind of see, we'll get a better idea of what set this thing is. Let's Stealth Rock here and stop him from switching around, because this kind of puts him on a little bit of a timer. So we are going to get a Photosynthesis boost here. So I could see him going for a Rapid Spin here. Let's go ahead and... So we have a couple of different plays we can make. Dude, I'm so tired. We can Baton Pass into... We can Baton Pass in... Or we can Wish. Let's Wish. Alright, so there's a Wish. And then we'll go ahead and just Baton Pass into our Pelipper. So we'll Baton Pass into Pelipper. And then from the range that he's at, I think we can just go ahead and fire off Hurricane. So we get our rain back up. There's the Flamethrower. We're gonna get Wish. That's beautiful. So we go ahead and fire off Hurricane. If he does bring in the Raging Bolt, we're just going to go hard Screamtail. Our Screamtail is max Spadef. So, that's why I do like it here in this late game. He's thinking. This has been a really good game so far. Okay, so Torkoal's gonna get brought back out. Alright, so how much is our Hurricane doing to this? Are we doing enough? Oof. Alright, we bring in the Screamtail. Alright. Let's see what play he makes. If he clicks Draco, and he is... I think he genuinely might be Specs on this thing. Okay. Do we see a Draco? Alright, so there's a Bolt Switch. Oh my god, the fucking crit. That is such a brutal crit. Alright, so... Alright, we can Wish here. We can Wish here, or we can go Heart Pelipper. Let's Wish. We need as much HP possible to deal with that bolt in the back. Alright. So we'll get a Wish this turn. Let's Dazzling Gleam. Let's Dazzling Gleam. Bring out the bolt. Bring out the bolt. Come on, give me the bolt. Oh, fuck. Okay. So Dazzling Gleam can kill here, or we can Baton Pass. We can Baton Pass into our Pelipper. Shit, I don't even know why I clicked Baton Pass, bro. I could just hard switch that, bro. Alright. I don't think there's any way that this absolute madman switches in after seeing a Dazzling Gleam. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna get our weather back up. And then from here, we get to either kill Torkoal or kill Raging Bolt with a Hurricane. Alright, so there we do see a Yawn. Let's go ahead and just U-turn up out. Yeah, I mean this has been a very difficult match so far. I mean this is like it's a game of inches, man. It's a game of inches. Special teams, special plays, special players. Alright. So that's obviously not gonna be enough to kill the Torkoal. Alright, we bring in our Scream Tail. And with Scream Tail we can go ahead and just click Wish. Alright, so we're gonna Yawn spam. Okay, so what can we do here? Do we just say fuck it and click Dazzling Gleam? No, we don't do that. So I mean, I think his whole thing is he wants to phase me out. Let's click Wish here. Oh my god, we could have clicked the fucking Dazzling Gleam, man. We could have... that one hurts. Dude, he's on like fucking 4 HP between both of his mods. Alright. So Bigly Buff falls asleep. Does he Volt Switch? Or does he drop? Alright, so this is where the throwing can happen. Let's click Stealth Rock. I want to get these rocks up while his bolt's out on the field. Because then Torkoal has to switch in and take the chip. And then it's really a matter of how many sleep turns he gets. Alright, so that's good for us. Alright, so we're up to 100. We click Dazzling Gleam and hope that we get a wake up here. This will be a huge wake up. Give me a big wake up. Give me a big wake up. Alright, so from where we're at, barring crit, I think we can take anything that he has once, but we gotta wake up this turn. Fucking hell, dude. Alright, I mean, we are faster. Can we live one? Alright, so there's a Solar Beam. There is... can we live one Solar Beam? Come on. Okay, beautiful. I saw those eyes open back up. Faker. Alright, come on. Come on, wake back up, man. Big wake up. Big wake up. Don't give me max sleep turns after that Draco miss with Kingdra. So the Bolt comes back. In comes the Torkoal. Can we get a wake up? Alright, there we go. Alright, so that right there. Bigly Buff kills the Torkoal. And this should... So this thing is specs. Alright, let's click the Dazzling Gleam. Let's go. That's GG's. We'll call it a game. We'll call it a game. We'll call that a fucking game, baby. Let's absolutely go, man. That's a big one, dude. That was a really good game. He played very well. He played very well. Oh. GG's. So, after that, we're going to be sitting at 2-0 here. I'm kind of impressed. His team this week was way better than the team that he brought last week against his opponent. So, good match. I'll give you guys a quick little team recap as to what we were running. So, on our squad here, we brought a couple of different things. Nothing too crazy. So, what we had here, we had our boy Goober, the Ogre Pawn. I brought this thing, I brought Brick Break to kind of just control his screens with Grim Snarl. We didn't even have to really use it. He did get up light screen for a little bit, but that was about it. I did bring Spikes. I thought Spikes were really good into his team, but he did a pretty good job at making sure that I wasn't able to really get the Spikes up. Ivy Cudgel, always great to have. I did bring the Encore in case for whatever reason we were in the face of his Gouging Fire and he wanted to try to set up. Encore him in a Dragon Dance and then just Ivy Cudgel him to death. Then Nimbus, my boy, the Pelipper, Damp Rock. This might have been the MVP of the game. Rocking Surf, Hurricane, Roost, U-Turn. This is a very, very standard Pelipper build. The Terror Ground did save us there at the end of the game. Awesome to see it. Our boy Poseidon, Choice Specs Kingdra, Mr. I can't hit my fucking Draco Meteors to save my life. We brought Modest this week. Modest with Swift Swim in the rain pretty much outsped, or not pretty much, it literally outsped his entire team. That even includes his Meowscarada, which he didn't bring, even if he brought a Choice Scarf Meowscarada, we're still outspeeding. Then, this is a goat here, our boy Bigly Buff, Wish, Dazzling Gleam, Baton Pass, Stealth Rock. The Stealth Rock, it didn't really do too much, but on this bad boy we're just rocking max HP, max special defense. This was pretty much solely for the Raging Bull. Then, this boy did a little bit of work. This boy did a slight amount of work today. Our boy Ragnarok, the Land OT. We rocked a special set, max special attack, max speed. Sandseer Storm is awesome. I'm really liking that on the rain team. Chance to Burn, can't miss in the rain. We had the Sludge Wave, and then we had the Grass Knot for the Great Tusk. So this was a really good bring this week, and I thought this thing was really strong. Then we did bring Loaded Dice Kyurem. Didn't really get a chance to kind of set up with him. He did get kind of walled at the end there by Torkoal. But yeah, Sub, Icicle Spear, Scale Shot, Dragon Dance, pretty standard stuff here. So that was the team that we brought this week. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And we will catch you guys for week 3.